Welcome back to Englopod, the podcast where you build confidence and shape your future.
It is so good to be here. I'm really looking forward to our chat today.
Me too. Today we're going to talk about a very special topic.
Oh,
Yeah, it's something that really touches everyone. It doesn't matter where you live or, what job you have. I think everyone wants to feel this way.
you're so right. It's universal, a desire we all share.
Today we are talking about how to be positive.
Positivity. Wow. That is a very big word.
It is. And, honestly, it can be a difficult word. I think a lot of our listeners might hear that and feel a little bit skeptical.
Skeptical, that's a good word. It means they might not believe it's really possible for them.
Exactly. This deep dive is for anyone listening who wants to feel better, but maybe you're struggling. Maybe you feel tired today or sad.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you think, I'm just a negative person. I can't change my personality.
I hear that so often. People say, oh, that's just how I am. I'm not a happy person.
Well, if you think that, this discussion is for you. We have some really excellent ideas to share today, and the goal is to show you that you can change how you feel.
Yes. We're going to explore this idea that positivity is something you can build. It isn't magic, it's actually very practical.
Before we go any further, I want to stop and look at a word. We're using the word positive a lot.
Good idea.
So, what does positive mean in this context?
That's a really important question
Mm,
because, words can have so many different meanings.
right. Does being positive mean we have to be happy and laughing like 24 hours a day?
No, absolutely not. That's a great misunderstanding. In our conversation today, positive does not mean laughing all the time. It definitely does not mean ignoring problems.
Okay, so what does it mean then?
It means hopeful.
Hopeful.
Yes. It means looking for the good things in a situation. It means believing that things can get better even when they're hard.
Okay. So it's about hope and it's about looking for the good. That sounds much easier than being happy every single second of the day.
It's much more realistic, isn't it? You can be sad, but still be positive. Because
Oh,
you can be sad, but still have hope. You can be tired, but still have hope.
I really like that definition. It takes the pressure off. Now, let's talk about the big misunderstanding, the big mistake people make.
Okay.
I think so many people believe that you are born positive or you are not.
You are so right. Many people think it's a personality trait. Do you know what a trait is?
A trait is like a characteristic, like having blue eyes or brown hair,
Yeah.
something you're born with.
Exactly. You can't just change your eye color naturally. And people think happiness is the same. They think, my friend is a naturally happy person. I'm a naturally sad person. I can't change.
But the material we're looking at today says this is wrong.
It says that is completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is actually very different.
Which is
Positivity is a skill.
a skill. Wait, like playing the guitar or driving a car?
Exactly like that. Or even like learning English. It's something you practice, something you do. It's not
Okay.
just something you are.
Wow. I really like that idea. It means it's a choice.
Yes. It's a choice you make every day. It's not just a feeling that happens to you. You can choose to practice it.
That gives me so much hope. If it's a skill, well, then I can learn it. I can practice it.
You can. And just like playing the guitar, you get better with practice. At first, it might feel hard, a little clumsy, but it gets easier.
So, how do we practice this skill? Today, We're going to look at 4 specific ways to build positivity.
We have a clear roadmap for today, a step-by-step guide.
So, what's the first step?
First, we'll look at changing how we wake up. We're calling this the morning routine.
And the second step?
Second, we're going to talk about saying no. This is all about protecting your energy.
Oh, that's a hard one for me. I always want to say yes to people.
It's hard for so many of us. We'll talk about why no can be a very positive word.
And what's third?
Third, we'll discuss using gratitude. That means being thankful. But we're going to
Yes.
look at it in a very specific, very gentle way.
Okay. And finally,
Fourth, we'll talk about taking action even when you feel sad, especially when you feel sad.
this all sounds so helpful. Let's start with that first section. Let's talk about what real positivity looks like.
Let's do it.
Okay, we sort of touched on this in the intro, but let's go a little deeper. There's this myth about positivity.
Myth. So a story that isn't really true.
Exactly. The myth is that positive people are always smiling, they never cry, they never get angry.
That is absolutely not true. Even the most positive people in the world have really hard days. They have doubts. They have disappointments.
So positive people get sad too.
Yes, they're human. Of course they get sad. They get tired. But here is the key concept. This is really important.
Okay.
Positivity is not about ignoring the bad things. It is about returning to hope.
Returning to hope. I like that phrase. Can you explain that a bit more?
Sure. Imagine you go for a walk. You walk away from your house and you walk into a dark forest. The forest represents sadness or anger.
Okay. So I'm in the dark forest. I'm feeling sad.
Being in the forest is okay. It's part of life. But you don't build a house there. You don't stay there forever. Positivity is the choice to turn around
Hmm.
and walk back home, back to hope.
That's a beautiful image. So I can visit sadness, but I don't live there. I return to hope.
Exactly. It's a movement, a direction, not a permanent place.
There's another image from the material that really helps explain this, a metaphor about a window.
Yes, this is a great way to think about it. So imagine your mind as a room. When you're very sad, that room is dark.
Hmm.
The doors are all closed. The curtains are pulled shut.
I know that feeling. It feels very dark and very lonely.
Now, some people think positivity means you have to, throw open all the doors and turn on all the bright lights immediately.
That feels like too much. When I'm sad, I don't want bright lights. It's too harsh.
Exactly. That is way too much pressure. Real positivity is different. It's about keeping one small window open.
Just a small window.
Just a small window. Maybe even just a tiny crack. Just enough to let a little bit of light in. Just enough to breathe a little fresh air.
So you don't have to flood the room with light. You just have to keep a possibility open.
Yes. You keep the possibility that things will get better. Even if today is dark, you remember the sun is still outside. That little window reminds you of the sun.
This connects back to that return concept. You said we can feel sad, but we choose to come back to a helpful thought.
Yes. This is all about perspective.
Perspective. That's a big word. Can we define that for our listener?
Of course. Perspective simply means the way you see things.
The way you see things.
It's your view, like the glasses you wear to see the world.
Okay, so my perspective is how I'm looking at my life.
Right. A negative perspective sees only problems, but a positive perspective
Yeah.
It sees the problems, yes, but it also sees hope. There's a wonderful thought we can use here, a kind of quote.
What is it?
This moment is hard, but I am still here.
Hmm. This moment is hard, but I'm still here. That's very powerful.
Let's break it down. The first part, this moment is hard.
That's just honest, right?
Right? You're not pretending. You're not lying to yourself. You are admitting that you are in pain.
And the second part, but I am still here.
That acknowledges your strength. It means you survived. It means you are strong enough right now to handle this pain.
It's a very quiet kind of confidence, isn't it?
Yes, that's a great point. You do not need to be loud to be positive. You don't have to be a cheerleader or shout, I'm so happy.
I think that takes a lot of pressure off. I don't have to perform happiness for other people.
No, you can be quiet and positive. You can be serious and positive. It's an internal choice. It's for you, not for anyone else.
Okay, let's move to our second section. This is about the morning routine. We call this section Start Soft.
This is one of my favorite topics. It's so practical.
Mine too. It's all about the importance of the first thought of the day.
Yes. Think about it. How do you wake up? What is the very first thing you think when you open your eyes?
Honestly. Usually I think, oh no, I'm so tired. I don't want to work.
That is so common. So many people wake up with worry, or they check their phone immediately. They see bad news or stressful work emails.
And I feel stressed before my feet have even touched the floor.
Well, science tells us why this is so bad for us. It says the brain is very soft right after sleeping.
Soft? What does that mean here?
It means it's sensitive, it's open, it isn't guarded yet. Think of a sponge. You know, the soft thing we use to wash dishes.
Yeah, a sponge. It soaks up water.
Exactly. When a sponge is dry, it's ready to absorb any liquid you put on it. Your brain in the morning is like a dry sponge. It is ready to absorb thoughts.
Ah, I see. So if the first thing I give my brain is stress from my phone,
It absorbs the stress.
it just soaks it right up.
Exactly. And then you feel heavy and stressed all day long.
That makes so much sense. There's another metaphor here too, isn't there, about music?
Yes. Imagine your day is a song. The very first thought is like the first musical note of that song.
The first note.
If that first note is sad and heavy, the whole song is going to feel sad. But if the first note is gentle and light, the song feels gentle. It sets the style for the whole day.
So how do we fix this? How do we change that first note?
There's a very specific method we can use. It's called the sticky note method.
A sticky note. You mean just a small piece of paper with some glue on the back?
Yes, that's it. A simple little piece of paper. Let me tell you a quick story.
Please do.
There was a person who woke up with anxiety every single day. You know, anxiety, that feeling of worry and fear.
Oh, yes. A terrible feeling.
It is. Their heart would beat so fast in the morning. So this person decided to try something new. They put a sticky note right next to their bed on their alarm clock.
So it was the absolute first thing they saw.
The very first thing. And the note had just 2 words on it.
What were the words?
Start soft.
Start soft. I like that. It sounds very nice.
It's so simple. So instead of rushing, instead of checking the phone, instead of worrying, you just look at the note. You can close your eyes for a second. And you whisper to yourself, start soft.
And what does that do? What does it look like in action?
It just creates a pause. It stops the rush. It helps you greet yourself kindly, like you're saying good morning to a good friend.
That is a huge difference. Usually I wake up and I'm like a drill sergeant yelling at myself, "Get up! Go, go, go!"
Right. And that creates so much tension. Starting soft is about being gentle with yourself first, treating yourself like a friend.
It says here this first thought acts like a compass.
It does. Do you know what a compass is?
A compass is that tool that shows you the direction,
Yeah,
right? North, south, east, west.
exactly. Your first thought is a compass for your day. It points you in a direction.
So if my first thought is, I am so tired, my compass points toward tired. And that's the direction I walk in all day.
Correct. But if your first thought is start soft, or maybe I am okay, your compass points toward calm and you start walking towards calm.
I want to try this. I think our listeners should try this too.
Absolutely. Put a gentle sentence on your mirror or on your phone's lock screen. Somewhere you will see it immediately.
What are some other good examples besides start soft?
You could write, I can handle today.
I can handle today. I like that. It feels strong, capable.
Or even simpler, just, I am here.
Just I am here.
Just, I am here. It reminds you that you are present in this moment. It grounds you. It stops your mind from racing into the future and all its worries.
Or what about this moment is new?
Yes, that's a great one. It reminds you that yesterday is gone. Today is a fresh start.
It's such a small action, but it feels like it could have a really big result.
It changes the entire tone of your morning.
Okay, let's move on to section 3. This one is about protecting your energy.
This is so important for building positivity. We call this setting boundaries.
And we often talk about the cost of saying yes.
We do. We often say yes to everything, don't we? We say yes to parties we don't want to go to,
Yeah.
yes to helping people when we're already so tired,
Yes to extra work.
all of it.
Why do we do that?
Well, we want to be nice. We want people to like us. We don't want to disappoint anyone.
But there's a big problem with that strategy.
The problem is that it is draining.
Draining. That's a great word. Let's explain that.
Imagine a sink full of water. At the bottom of the sink, there's a little plug. If you pull that plug out, all the water goes down. The water drains away.
And then the sink is completely empty.
Exactly. Saying yes when you really want to say no is like pulling the plug. It drains your energy away.
And when my energy is drained, I feel tired. I feel grumpy. It's almost impossible to be positive when you feel empty.
It is. We have another metaphor here that I love. Imagine your energy is a garden.
Oh, I like garden metaphors. Tell me more about this garden.
Okay, so imagine your life is a piece of land. And on this land, you want to grow beautiful things. Flowers, vegetables. Maybe you want to grow confidence and calm.
Okay. So, I'm the gardener.
You are the gardener. But
Yeah.
if you have no fence, anyone can just walk into your garden. They can step on your flowers. They can take your vegetables.
That's not good. My garden will be ruined.
If you give little pieces of your garden away to everyone, soon you'll have no land left for yourself. Nothing can grow for you.
So, to grow my own confidence and calm, I have to protect my garden.
You have to build a fence. And that fence is the word no.
So, saying no isn't mean, it's just building a fence.
Exactly. It's not mean. It's wise. It's necessary for your health.
We call this protecting your energy.
So what are some practical examples of this? How do we build this fence?
One really big example is your phone.
Ah, yes, the phone.
You can mute your notifications. Mute means to make something silent, to turn off the sound.
Why does that help protect your garden?
Because if your phone is buzzing and beeping every 5 minutes, anyone can enter your garden at any time. Anyone can interrupt your peace.
That's so true. If you mute the phone, you choose when to let people in. You are in control.
What about with people? What if I'm with friends and they're being very negative?
That's a great question. If you are in a conversation and everyone is complaining or saying bad things about other people, creating drama,
I know that situation. It feels very heavy. The energy in the room feels bad.
you can leave. You can just walk away. You can say, "It was great to see you. I need to go now."
That's hard to do, but it sounds so
Be
healthy.
very healthy. Or another example, choosing a quiet evening at home instead of a loud party. If you feel tired, you need to rest. You can say no to the party.
There's a very strong sentence in our material that we should share. It says, "You do not owe anyone your peace."
That is so important. Let's say it again. You do not owe anyone your peace. Your peace belongs to you. You do not have to give it away.
But what if people get angry? What if I say no and my friend gets mad at me?
This is the hard part, for sure. But there is a very important truth here.
Okay.
If someone gets angry because you need rest, that is not love. That is control.
Wow. That is control. That's a serious thought.
It helps you see things clearly. Real friends, people who love you, they want you to be rested. They want you to feel good.
Right.
If you say no, a real friend will say, "Okay, I understand. Get some rest. We can talk later."
So saying no is actually a good way to see who your real friends are.
In a way, yes. It's a filter for your life. It keeps the good energy in and it keeps the bad energy out.
So, to everyone listening, don't be afraid to say no. Protect your garden.
It is the only way your own flowers can grow.
Now let's talk about section 4. This is about gratitude.
Gratitude. Yes. That simply means being thankful.
And we call gratitude an anchor.
Let's explain what an anchor is. An anchor is a very heavy metal object on a boat. It's connected to a long chain. You throw the anchor into the water to hold the boat in one place.
So the boat doesn't just float away in a storm.
Correct. The anchor holds the boat steady. Gratitude does the same for us. When life feels stormy and crazy, gratitude holds you steady, keeps you safe.
But I have a complaint about this. Sometimes when I'm very sad, people tell me to be grateful. And honestly, it feels like pressure. It just feels annoying.
I completely agree with you. It can feel so fake. If you just lost your job and someone says, "Well, be grateful for the sunshine," you might want to scream at them.
Exactly. It feels like they are not listening to my actual problem.
We sometimes call that toxic positivity, and we do not want that. Real gratitude is not a forced feeling of joy. You don't have to force a smile on your face.
So what is it then?
It's just a pause,
Hmm.
a moment to stop.
And what are we looking for in that pause?
We use what we call the small thing method. Do not look for big, amazing things. You don't need to be grateful for a new car or $1 million.
Don't look for big things. Look for small things.
Yes, look for one small, good thing.
Can you give us some specific examples?
Look at the sunlight on the leaves of a tree outside your window. Just notice the light for a second.
That's very small.
It is, but it's also beautiful. Or You could notice the smell of your coffee in the morning,
Hmm. I do love the smell of coffee. That's a good one.
or just the feeling of having a roof over your head, being safe and warm inside your room.
These are all things we probably see every day but don't notice.
Exactly. We ignore them because we're too busy looking at our problems.
Hmm.
Gratitude just means stopping for 1 second to see the coffee, stopping to feel the sunlight.
And how does this help us become more positive?
It changes the story in your head. We call this the story shift.
Tell me more about the story shift.
Usually, when we're sad, the story playing in our head is something like, nothing is working, everything is bad, my life is terrible.
Yes, I know that story very well. It just repeats and repeats.
But when you find one small good thing, like the taste of your coffee, the story changes just a little. It becomes, this one thing is good.
That's true. If the coffee is good, then it's not true that everything is bad.
Exactly. It breaks the negative pattern. And instead of thinking, why me? You might think, I am still learning, or I am still here.
It seems like a very quiet kind of power.
It is. It
Mhm.
builds a quiet strength day by day. It reminds you that there is still good in the world, even if it's very small.
So we don't need to win the lottery to be grateful. We just need to drink a cup of tea and really notice it.
Yes. Notice the warmth of the cup in your hands. That is enough.
I really like that. It feels manageable. It feels possible for everyone.
That's the whole point.
Okay, we are on to our final section, section 5. This is about action and emotion.
This is a very practical section. It's about what to do when you feel really stuck.
There's a common mistake we all make. We often wait until we feel good to do good things.
Yes. We think, I'll clean my room when I feel more energetic.
Mm.
Or I'll call my friend back when I feel happy.
But the problem is, sometimes we don't feel energetic or happy for a long, long time.
Right. And so we just do nothing. We stay in bed, we stay in the messy room, and then we feel even worse.
The advice here is very different. So, what is the correct way to think about this?
The advice is this: you do not need to feel good to do good.
Can you repeat that, please? That feels really important.
You do not need to feel good to do good.
That's a very freeing idea.
It leads to another key phrase. Your actions do not have to match your emotions.
Your actions do not have to match your emotions. So, I can feel sad, but act in a helpful way.
Yes. You can feel tired, but still be gentle with someone. You can feel angry, but still speak kindly.
You can feel lazy, but still wash one dish from the sink.
Exactly. You are separating your feelings from your body's actions. Think of it this way. Your feelings are just passengers in the car. You are the driver.
I like that. I'm the
Yeah.
driver, so what should I do? Where should I drive?
You just take one small step. When you feel low, do one small productive thing.
Just one, not the whole list.
Just one. Make your bed. Drink one glass of water. Send one kind text message. Clean just one corner of your desk.
Why does this help so much?
It sends a powerful message to your brain. When you do a small action, your brain sees it. And your brain says, oh, look at that. We are moving. We are not giving up.
So the action actually changes the thought.
Yes. Very often, doing the action makes the good feeling come after. You don't wait for the feeling. You create the feeling by doing the action.
I've noticed that in my own life. If I force myself to go for a walk, I almost always feel better after. But I never want to go for the walk beforehand.
That is exactly it. Action first, emotion second.
There's one more specific action here that helps, and that is helping others.
Yes. Sometimes when you are sad, the very best thing you can do is help someone else
Why is that?
because it takes the focus off of yourself. When we're sad, we can look inside too much at our own problems. Helping others makes us look outside.
It connects you to other people.
It does. Your kindness can be a light for someone else. Even if you feel dark inside, you can be a small light for a friend.
And being a light for someone else, it makes you feel brighter too.
It always does.
So even on our worst days, we still have power. We can still do one small thing.
Yes, you always have a choice, even a very small choice.
This has been such a helpful deep dive. Let's recap what we've learned today. We've covered a lot of ground.
Let's summarize the main lessons for everyone listening. We want you to remember these.
Okay, lesson number 1.
Positivity is a skill you can learn.
Yeah.
It's not just who you are, it's a choice to return to hope. Remember that little window. Just keep it open a crack.
Lesson number 2.
Start your morning soft. Be careful with your first thought. Use a sticky note. Say, I am here. Set your compass to calm.
Lesson number 3.
Protect your energy. Say no when you need to. Your energy is a garden. Build a fence so you can grow.
Lesson number 4.
Find small things to be thankful for. Use gratitude as an anchor to hold you steady. Look for the sunlight. Notice your coffee. Change the story in your head.
And lesson number 5.
Do one small good thing, even on bad days. Action comes before emotion. You don't have to feel good to do good.
These are 5 very practical tools, things you can use today.
Yes. And please remember, everyone, you do not have to do all of them at once. That would be way too much pressure.
That's a really important point. You don't have to fix your whole life today.
Just take one small step. Pick one tool. Maybe it's just the sticky note. Maybe it's just noticing the coffee. That's enough.
And we want to acknowledge your effort. You're here listening to this. You were learning English. That is a positive action right there.
It truly is. You are showing up for yourself. You're building your future. That proves you already have hope inside you.
I want to leave you with one final thought. It's a beautiful quote.
It says, you don't have to be cheerful to be a light. You just need to keep going.
That's wonderful. You don't have to be cheerful to be a light. You just need to keep going.
So keep going, our friends, and please be kind to yourselves.
Thank you for listening to Englopod. We will see you in the next deep dive.
Goodbye and take care.